Leo, how you doing, guys? So we are here to do another part of your, I nearly said December, your November readings, which is a deeper look into your partner or soulmate's life and see what's going on with those. So if you would like to check out the recommended reader for this set of readings is Robin Realm Reading, sorry, and you can find the link to her channel as well as the others I've been sharing out in the description box below. Please make sure that you pay it forward and go over to those channels and say that I said hi and try and get a shout out back. I really would appreciate that. Okay, so let's see, Leo. So let's see what's going on with your partner. What's going on with Leo's partner during November. So you've got Cancerian. So Cancer had a big Leo Aries feel to those that reading I've just done. So skating on thin ice is also what I'm hearing. They've got something going on where it's to do with moving, of how far is this going to go. It's like travel. I think it's a lot to do with traveling. There's a lot to do with travel expenses, traveling altogether, work, career, where to go next. Where is the relationship going next? So obviously you are a part of this. So because I don't know if your partner is actually Cancer or not. Let's see. So you've got Queen of Blades. So someone's very direct. They're trying to direct. Someone's trying to direct them of what to do, what to go, where to say, what to do, everything. There's a lot and above. There is a mother or this is an external environment or person. So it can be a mother, grandfather or person, okay, that is very direct and cutting, that they're trying to cut out because it's kind of like skating on thin ice with someone. So they're trying to make a big decision about what to do next because someone's very pointy. They're very they point out mistakes that this person does to do with traveling. They point out mistakes to do with where they should go, what they should do, and there's some kind of interference with either friend, family or job, where it could be a job that someone's trying to point out the fact that they need certain certificates in order to be able to move. There's got to be a certificate, a documentation that has to be signed, sealed and delivered for them to be able to, but someone's looking for tickets for something. Tickets, they're going to point out a ticket, like a ticket to ride or something, like a travel ticket or travel expenses is what I'm picking up, travel expenses or ticket. But someone in their environment is very, very controlling is what I'm picking up. This person's very stern. So to me, in this, it's an older person, okay? But they are very stern and they're really trying to point out mistake that a Cancer is doing or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But they're trying to point out something that needs rectifying. So there is an energy around them at the moment they're going through a very controlling situation is what I'm hearing. Controlling. Because this person might be trying to take control, okay, take control of what this person does, what this person says, and where they go and what they do. So there's an all-seeing knowing of someone that's interfering with an energy that someone here wants to know someone's business, because it's business. So it might be I want to know what your business is, I want to know where you're going, what you're doing, and everything else, all of the above. It's some kind of doctor as appointment that might be of great importance to someone, like a doctor's a doctor's emporium is what I've heard. An emporium, importing something, importation, transportation, but I just heard impotent. Why did I hear impotent? Sorry, I don't know who that message for, but I heard impotent or incompetent. So they've got something going on where someone feels that they're incompetent of actually making a decision themselves, and this person is kind of saying, no, you're. It makes them feel that they're incompetent, that they can't make a directional decision for themselves of whether they're going left or right. It's kind of why. So I'm going to channel through what they're feeling. Is that why do you make me feel like I cannot make a decision for myself? Why do you interfere with my energy that I can't stand on my own 2 feet? That I don't know whether to walk backwards or forwards? Why is it that you want to know my business? Why is it that you need to know where I'm travelling and what time I'm travelling and the car expenses and money expenses and feelings of just I can't move without you. It's you can't move. There's something to do with moving as well. Moving, I don't know whether to move or whether to go, because there's someone in this energy that's trying to control them, of pointing out I don't think they're even pointing out mistakes. I feel like this is someone's mother or someone's like. I don't pick it up as a friend. I think that this person has something going on where it's kind of like, no. I make the decisions where we go. I make the decisions what we do. You know, there is someone that's very controlling in this energy. So what else has Leo's partner got going on? Soulmate partner, what they got going on in their life. So if I'm channeling through that, I'm channeling through those feelings and emotions. Yeah, someone's getting into a family affair fight that they're not. It's kind of like this person, when they do their business, it came out through other readings. This person has a business, okay, that your partner probably has a business, okay, and that when they're in the business, there's someone here that's in their business that causes conflict, that when they try to work, they cause chaos in the background that they just can't pay attention to it. They're like, I don't want to pay. It's like, no, you pay attention to what I'm saying or what I'm doing. This person's like, I don't want to listen. I don't want to know. So this is what's going on with your partner, okay? Sorry if people kind of like forget, but I don't want to listen. I don't want to know. There's someone that's also trying not to discover, or that there is a discovery about a final notice, that someone might be handing in their notice. So they might be handing in their notice at work, or that there's a final notice to do with, because I'm picking up that someone's going to point out this certificate here that needs signing. There's something that needs signing, saying that no, this needs signing, and then they're going through something where it's been signed, it's been sealed, and it's been delivered, but someone doesn't want to know. It's kind of like what would you call it? They're going through something where it's like a final notice of a move or conviction or eviction, that someone might be evicted. Like there might be a notice. Someone's trying to witness a notice, a note. You might have missed a note by someone, or they have. That there's this note that someone's trying to write, and they've done it and they've said it and it's in a note, but it hasn't been looked at because someone's not prepared to look at it yet, because they're probably having conflict with their family, or they're having conflict with their. I think that this is a family discussion that's going on here, the Two of Blades, over this conviction notice to do with like documentation of mortgage lets or mortgage release or job release or job description. So if your partner is in a job description and they either work for themselves or they work for someone. So if they work for themselves, this person is someone that they live with or is someone that's pointing out mistakes that they're doing. If they work for a doctor's or a lawyer's or something, I'm picking up this is to do with a lawyer as well. Like this is a lawyer. So they're probably going through the solicitors to do with we're gonna have to find out what that is, but I'm picking up for some of that is like a solicitor. The solicitor. Oh, it's causing some. See, this is a family dynamic that they've got going on. It's causing conflict between a lot of people, to be honest. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So they're having conflict with this person here, that they don't want to listen to. In their energy, in your partner's energy, this person tries to get their attention here. They like demanding attention, so they can be like a needy energy of like, I'm demanding your attention, I need your attention, I need your attention. It's like, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. That's what I'm channeling through this. And this person's saying, will you keep out of my business? Will you stop interfering with what it is that I want to do myself? You know, and then that's what they're getting into conflict over here, Five of Wands, and it's to do with a job description or a move or a family affair of fights that's going on within their family that they're going through. Something very controlling that they're going through is what I feel. So I'm going to have to take out, but you do have the sign of Cancer here. So someone, it's kind of like a cycle of something that's going around in their head, where it's like, I don't know what decision to do for myself. There is a very big controlling energy around. Because it's kind of like this person is the one that tries to make all the decisions, but it seems like they make unfair decisions because it seems like all one-sided. It's like, no, I need your attention. I need you to focus more on this, which is the Two of Blades, of making decisions about things to do with the home and to do with financial papers and like worrying about bills, and there's a lot of bills and stuff here. of things that need paying attention to around the home, and letters and all that kind of stuff, and they're kind of like, haven't got time to do that. I'm just literally trying to pay attention to my own work, to my own thoughts. Someone's thoughts, your partner's thoughts are being controlled by someone. Controlled. That could be literal court decisions, or like work of higher stature people, which can be the court system that is the one that makes the decision, and this is the person that they work for the environment. So it would be law or something to do with law. A law-abiding citizen is also what I heard. This person is either law or law-abiding citizen, or there's someone of like Mrs. Jones effect that has to keep up that appearance that everything has to be done by structure of not changing a belief. It just has to be this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, and I need your attention, I need your attention, I need your attention. You've got other things to do, you've got this to do, and it's causing them a hell of a lot of conflict at the moment. So that's what's going on in your partner's life. Tell me what else is going on in Leo's partner's soulmate's life. What's going on in Leo's soulmate's life? Thank you. So it's to do with, these same cards have been coming up. So this person is like watching them. It's kind of like they're obsessed with someone. Someone's obsessed with like a child, because this could be a child. So there could be a mother here that they've got going on that's obsessed with a child or a friend. A child or a friend that they're obsessed with, that they don't know that they're, like, this person's like making decisions but not making right decisions. They're trying to make decisions for this other person, and then they're in conflict with it. It's kind of like, well, I don't know what decision to make, because there's a decision there that needs to be looked at, but no one's prepared to look at it. Okay, so it's causing a lot of conflict in their life. Sorry, I'm getting cards mixed up. So what you've got is where it calls upon for judgment, where there's going to be an energy shift, where it's like, do you want to continue or do you not want to continue? Because it seems that everything's coming up for a big energy shift of losing something. So this is where your soul groups, so their soul group at the moment, they're probably going through an awakening, that the soul groups are changing. This is where your environment of all is the environment, and it all changes. That's why everything changes but you. So when you internally step into the person that you want to be for yourself, you have the vision of what it is that you want to be to make a decision. So you make the decision, that's what you want to be, and you step into that new vision. But it seems like there's like an old vision. So what happens is that you meet new soul groups. So this is what's happening with them, that they've met new soul groups, and everything's changing but someone. So the environment changes with or without you, meaning like new soul groups of people will start to form connections, and that there will have to be a decision that's made that will ultimately change the course of the energy, that can shift as soon as judgment calls upon. This is a call to action. So when that changes, that's when the energy shifts. So your life will then start to form a different opinion, because people will start to meet different people, and it will force someone's hand. So someone's hand is being forced, but someone keeps forcing themselves on someone to like either make a decision or not. There's different opinions. It's, you know, someone needs a different opinion at the doctors as well. But like, someone's forcing someone's hand to do things the way they want them to do it, and your partner doesn't like the fact that this person points out things that they should do, because they're probably spiritual. Your partner is probably spiritual, and they have things to do. Okay, you could be spiritual yourself, this could be you. Okay, but it's saying that the universe is changing, that people are met new soul groups. So until someone makes a decision one way or the other, that's when the energy will shift then, because there's a decision that needs to be made. But your partner at the moment is going through judgment of ending a big cycle in their life. A big cycle, because it's all to do with codependency of loss. It feels like your partner is going through something of karma, where someone fears losing them. It's kind of like, I just fear losing you, I fear losing you, which could be a family member that fears losing this person. So what they do is they do it with force to control this person by making them feel that they need them, So that's why judgment's here. And that's why this conflict is going on in your partner's life. because it's all to do with work or a family. Well, it's either all of the above. It's either to do with that someone interferes with their work, that could be a boss, or someone interferes with their work because they probably, because it can be self-employment, a lot of this, because this is like fresh and new. So they're going up a judgment. So if your partner's with someone else, then they're having to make that decision of, do they want to be with you or do they want to be with someone else? You've got 15 on the clock. Do they want to be with you or do they want to be with someone else? That's if you know if you're in difference of opinion of different relationships. Okay? But this is judgment. They're facing judgment. Let's see. So you've got Three of Cups. So there is some kind of energy around them that someone is interfering with the energy. This is kind of like where, let's see, that there's definitely, three can be anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't have to be a love interest. It's just that someone interferes in someone's business. This is like a busybody that wants to know everybody's business. It's kind of like the Mrs. Jones effect. Oh, let's have a good chat, let's have a good talk, and let's be jolly and merry and all that kind of thing. But if you're in a relationship where there is three people, it doesn't matter if it's a love interest. It can just be a person, okay, a mother or someone. But there is like a dynamic of three where they're having to make a decision over what it is that you want to do or move, because this is like where the universe is changing and things are moving on, and someone is stuck in the old way, which is here, which is the old belief system of like they can form an attachment to someone of like keeping their energy in a negative response. Here, Five of Swords, Five of Wands, of not being able to make their own decision because they have an attachment of negativity here, negativity, which is gonna force their hand to change or don't. It's like with or without you, kind of thing. Thank you. So you've got the Page of Cups, or they've got the Page of Cups. So it is to do with like a child as well. Here, child. So they've got something going on with a child or something. It's some kind of codependency with a child. Because, like I said, this can be the third person, you see. It doesn't have to be. If you know that you're in a third party dynamic, then you are. If you're not, then this is a child that's this one of these three people. Okay? It wouldn't be messages that's the third thing, so it is definitely like a child that's playing a role in this dynamic here that has a bad attachment to them through, because this would also be a child as well. This is studying and learning, to wanting to know, I didn't see this card, sorry, of like how far is it going, how fast is it, things are going, it's kind of like held, like are you moving or are you not moving, because it's paying attention to here. So it's got someone thinking like how far is this going to go, is it going to go anywhere or is it not going to go anywhere. So we've got to think. So someone's thinking up a plan but thinking too much or not thinking enough. It's just like stopped and it's slow, so it's causing the effect of having to think up a new idea about how to get out of the situation here, because it's kind of like someone's not making a direct decision, but there is someone that's trying to just direct everything here. This is like a director. So this could be the boss here, could be a boss, or it's a mother or something, but trying to direct the course of everything of how it should be to a complete dynamic of structure, like it's stern of structure. And that it's causing like a family dynamic of like someone doesn't want to prepare to look at something. They're just not prepared to look at it. They don't want to see anything different. So that's what your partner's got going on. It's kind of like they're refusing to change any kind of course of direction. But this person is. So this can be someone that's in your partner's life. This person is refusing to do anything different. They just want things to remain at conflict, because it's a family dynamic, a lot of it, that's got going on. So you've got the Sun, Leo, so that's you, possible, right, Leo? So It's here. So you're in this reading. So this is a big decision about moving. A lot of it is to do with moving, because this would be location of where it is that you want to go, regardless of whether it's Leo or not. It's like a location of family. It's a location of growth. It's a location of soul groups here. This is the soul, okay, because it's the sun and the center of the universe, of everything that goes around the sun. Everything goes around the sun. It's actually a malefic star, but it's not malefic because it grows. So it's here, family, grows. It burns things away to make it grow. So there is a lot of an awakening system that someone's going through, of ascension, of a family dynamic. So it's like, what am I picking up? Like, sorry, but I'm being kind of distracted and it's annoying me. Sorry. It's not, I can't focus. So someone can't focus, that's what I'm saying. It's something like that they can't focus because there's something in their head that someone like is like obsessed by interfering in an energy. And it is to do with like a family dynamic here, because it's trying to bring it forward towards the sun here. So because you're in it, it might be to do with location, of like, this is to do with travel expenses and diesel and petrol and that kind of stuff, okay, or actual travel. And because of that, someone here is trying to control or losing faith in how much that they can afford or how much they can't afford, and they try to keep control of that chariot by directing things of the same, meaning like things always just seem to remain the same without change. So we just learn to live with that conditioning, and we learn to live day to day, and that's what's happening in your partner's life. So because they're doing that, it's causing an external environmental argument. So it's a family argument, and it's a possible work argument as well, okay, and it is to possibly do with a child or messages that are sent of like wanting to know, well, how far is this going to go, or how far is it not going to go? Like, it might just be now and again text messages of probably not even messaging. So if you're not messaging your partner, then no, there are messages there, sorry. So it is to do with like a big major family affair dynamic type sort of shift, where judgment is about, like I said, soul groups of new people changing. Your environment changes, but some people, they don't change because they have an old belief system. Complete conditioning. This here is complete old conditioning here, and it's right out of the way here, and that's what they got going through. That they have a lot of conflict with this person because their belief is, well, if things don't seem to change in life, then we just have to stick by going by day to day, because that's just life. That's just the way it is. But it isn't. In order to change your life, you have to change yourself and then step into the person and the vision of a slide that you want to be, okay? But it's like this person won't make a decision either way. It's kind of like, well, the appearance of pride of everything else is more important. Bills are more important. Diesel's more important. This is more important, that's more important, okay? And that because that's more important, it distracts this person from like growing, which is like a child as well, okay? Or a move, or a financial move. Because it's, but regardless of that, this is a decision of whoever this is. If it's not, it's just coming down to a decision that needs to be made of someone having to leave the dynamic. That might be a child or a friend or a family, okay, that has to leave this dynamic of a decision, of a discussion that has to be had amicably about releasing something, of letting it go, of either one, letting a child lead their own life and to do what they want to do, to make their own mistakes. If they're going to see, a lot of people get confused. If they're very young children, obviously not, but whatever a child is, they have to make their own mistakes in life, and this is why people get into family arguments, whether they're going to make mistakes or not. Some people won't let people make mistakes, and that's what's happening here. You have people like us as adults, you have to make a mistake to learn from it, right? It's the same thing when teenagers or people become adults. They have to make mistakes to learn from it. But there is a concerned energy here of a mother that won't let someone make a mistake. It's kind of like they're paying close attention to everything that they're doing. So someone's watching, it's like they're probably watching you, or someone's watching someone all the time, and it's causing a dynamic, like watching. But I don't feel like that's you watching them, or them watching you. I just feel like it's something in their life that they've got going on where someone's watching them. Someone's watching them. Their every move. Like, I need to know what move you're making. I need to know where you're going and what you're doing. And it's causing conflict because it could be a difference of opinion. It's like you could be going through an argument with your partner of saying, well, where are you going? What job do you want? Because this is also a job description of like knowing what office to move to, okay? So it's kind of like, or where do you want to work? Or what building do you want to live at, right? And it's causing a dynamic with you and your partner because it's saying, well, where do you want to go? Do you want this job opportunity? Do you want this place here or do you want that place there? And they're kind of saying, no, I'm not prepared to make this decision yet because bills are picking up or things are picking up or I haven't had a discussion yet and I don't know where to travel to. I've got travel expenses, I've got money I've got family to look after, I've got this to look after, I've got that to look after. And it's causing this dynamic here between you and your partner because someone's unsure of making any kind of dynamic decision around everybody, which is all of your soul groups of people, which is your friends and your love interest and your partner and the people and the places that you live at and work at. So someone's like wanting to work on it here. So there you go. They're wanting to work on the relationship here, but there is a dynamic here that's happening in someone's energy here that can be work, a place, building, whatever, that needs to be had and a decision that needs to be made to stop this conflict here. Because someone wants to lead their own life, which is here. They want to live a life with you and they want to be with you. The sun couldn't get any better. But there's a soul group lesson that's happening with here. Because, well, you've got two major arcana cards, okay, of major turns of events, which is you couldn't get a bigger turn of event here because it ends. So the soul shifts, soul shift, okay, it shifts the dynamic. There's a positive energy, which is you, Leo, that is a positive shining light upon breaking this chain here of judgment away from this energy here. So basically, you're pulling this person from this dynamic and giving them a new lease of life here through the sun that pulls them away from this dynamic. So it's like a supporting energy of you, or it's a loving relationship that's here. And then this would be a family dynamic that they've got going on that they have to go through day to day to day to day of someone trying to control them. So that is either a job that controls them and they work for the government, okay, or, well, everybody works for the government, but it would be like a very strict government type person or thing, okay, and they have to work day to day to day to day to day, and they're told and directed where to go, okay. It could be a director that's directing them where to go to work. Yeah, I need you to go here, and I need you to go there, and I need you to go here, and I need you to go there, and I need you to do this, and I need you to do that. So that's, if they're doing that to you, Leo, okay, this person's directing you, which would be regardless of whether you're a chariot or not, whether you have this in your sign or not. They would be directing you what to do, where to go, what they need, shopping lists, bills, things that they want, all that kind of stuff, and that they're directing you what to do and where to go. That's if you've got someone that's controlling and that's what's happening to you, right? If it's not, then this is happening to them in their life that's causing conflict, and then you're the guiding light and shining light that's pulling everything forward away from this dynamic. So you might relate to a little bit of all of that. So how long have we gone on for? Half 30 minutes. So we're going to actually go on to the other side because it's 30 minutes. So I'm going to draw another card here, and then we will start to clarify everything here. Sorry if I got distracted through that, but I've got a lot of kind of background stuff that's going on. I'm trying to have quiet time in order to do it. Also, I have to apologise. But I think we got there in the end, right? But what we'll do is draw another card, clarify everything, and that will give me where I can split the energy down to see what's going on here and who that is and what's the dynamic that needs to be resolved in order to get through that, with also advice and split the energy down. But it seems to be coming good. But you can find this on Vimeo, or you can find it on Patron. Patron gives you a lot of readings, which is do a monthly, bi-weeklies, which is 2 lots, one half, second half, and then you will find this reading as well, and possibly another. So you'll get 4 or 5 lots of readings: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and then your partners if you want to watch those. That's what you get for Patron. If you just want to watch this, you can watch it over on Vimeo, and you can find all of the links to that in the description box. If you want a personal reading, please make sure that you reach out, and I can focus more on your specific energy of any kind of reading that you want. Even if you want to ask questions like this, I can do that, okay? If you want to, please make sure that you check out Robin Realms Readings. You can find all the links, like I said, in the description box below. Please make sure that you pay it forward. And then I will hopefully see you on one of those sites. But if not, thank you so much. Give us a like and a share, a comment. I really would appreciate trying to get this channel up as much as we can by going to another channel and hopefully getting a shout out by someone would be so helpful. So, okay guys, I'll hopefully see you again soon, and peace.